don't be talking about the streets now, cause everybody snitching. I went and did 10 years behind it. I love the streets. Ain't no streets, just the snitches. Oh, child.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines. We'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, the infamous topic has came up about the sudden trend going around where all these rappers are now saying F the streets, in which it started with 21 Savage. Then we seen G Herbo tweet F the streets, and after that it just spread like wildfire, where you had a bunch of rappers also saying F the streets, but then you have some people like Boosie who disagree with it. Now it's not for the sake that he's disagreeing because he's saying that he don't agree with F the streets, but what he's saying is basically these rappers are hypocrites in so many words. And I feel the same as Boosie because for years I've been saying the same exact thing. It's just like with the whole pushing peace movement. You have some people that talk a good one, but their actions never seem to add up to what they say. They'll say, yeah, we're pushing peace and we want to save the youth, but then turn around and put out a whole song talking about spinning blocks, shooting ops, and grabbing Glocks. It's contradicting. And the same goes for the whole movement about saying F the streets. I agree. The streets haven't done anything for anybody since the beginning of time. And I'm just glad that they finally figuring it out. But the problem I have with it is a few things. These are also the same guys that just spent their whole career rapping about the streets and misleading the youth, even some adults, to the point where you have some of them that listen to these guys and they're either somewhere doing a whole bunch of time in prison or they're in the graveyard. Then you have people like us that try to tell them that they don't have to take the street route. Remember, they will call us goofies, lames, and etc. No different than like podcasting. Remember, it was a time where all the rappers would say, oh, the internet, we ain't into that. Social media and the blogs are for nerds. I don't do the social media blog or whatever. Now look, you have a bunch of rappers who are now in the podcast space doing exactly what they called us lames for. So once again, it's not about disagreeing with someone saying F the streets. It's more about actually meaning it and standing on what you say. You say F the streets, then F the streets. Don't say it just because it sounds good and then you still rapping about street stuff. Most of the rappers benefit from it, selling poison to their audience, but they don't care as long as they're getting paid for it. Crazy. Then remember what Leo said at the Breakfast Club when asked about if he's so against drugs destroying urban neighborhoods, why sign and market artists who promote that type of agenda? And his exact words were, I got people to feed.
The crackhead wasn't cool. Now it seems like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup and
it's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
Don't you think that's hypocritical though? You're saying
it's opportunistic.
Yeah.
I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
Who's Dame Dash?
Even more crazy. So we're gonna get into what everybody had to say, and I wanna know how y'all feel towards the end about what everybody had to say in regards to the whole F the street stuff. One person who contacted us about the movement made an interesting point as well. They DM'd us saying, quote, I believe they're only saying that to have a reason to rock with Gunna. I can't lie, I kinda agree with what 6ix9ine was saying. Picking and choosing. Atlanta needs to start a Mickey Mouse Club, house, banger. LOL. And when you think about it, it makes perfect sense. 21 Savage is one of the main guys who always called out snitches and P words, just like a bunch of other rappers do. So for him to be one of the main ones telling others they need to forgive Gunna because he's not a street guy anyway, it's crazy. Whether he really was a street guy or not, they marketed him like one. Not to mention, he was also Crip and associated himself around other street guys. So like she said, when it comes to that Gunna situation in 6ix9ine, people are picking and choosing. Being selective, being that it seemed to be Gunna came out and did way better than everyone expected. So they're now saying F the streets, so they could seem like they're doing something right just so they could be cool with Gunna again publicly. Now I'm not saying that that's what they are doing, and I know that verbatim, but it was an interesting perspective, and the 6ix9ine comparison makes sense because they all exiled 6ix9ine out the music industry due to him snitching, but don't have the same energy for Gunna. Hell, we seen and heard him with our own 2 eyes and ears, and somehow everybody have a different perspective of what he did, saying he did snitch or he didn't. Anyway, let's get into what Boosie had to say in regards to the whole F the Streets campaign. Boosie would take to his Twitter to tweet saying, quote, "If the rappers gonna say F the streets, y'all need to stop rapping about them. Stop double dipping. Rap about fruits, college courses, and staying out the streets. If you from the streets shapes you to the man you are today. Your mindset, your hustle, your intuition, etc. come from the streets. Your support came from the streets. Yes, I want every kid to make it out the streets. That's what we all want. But I'm never saying F the streets. They're responsible for our success. Don't forget every successful independent record label started from where? The streets. All your music came from the streets. Your baby mama, you met her in the streets. So if it's F the streets, don't rap about them. Simple as that. Show the world and fans how good of an artist y'all is, and take the streets all the way out y'all rap vocabulary. I want to hear it. Laughing emoji. Now, it's a bunch of people that responded when it came to saying F the streets, and surprisingly, they all were in agreement with it pretty much. Now, I didn't catch all the artists, but the ones that stood out was Ralo, Bump J, and Lil Zay Osama. So we're going to get into it, starting with Lil Zay Osama. Y'all check this out.
When you say, hey, listen, man, streets, Thug, squash the beef, Gunna, squash the beef, everybody squash the beef in the streets. Y'all say the streets so y'all can all befriend each other, start back making music, do a collab tape, and be the best city in hip-hop again, and be the best city that stick together. That's the name y'all want. That's what y'all trying to carry. That's what y'all trying to do. You get what I'm saying? Y'all don't give about the streets, bro. You get what I'm saying? You don't care about the streets, gang. Because if you did, you wouldn't say the streets. All of us come from the streets. Our mentality come from the streets. The way we dress come from the streets. The way we think come from the streets. What we speak about in our music be about the streets. We got money out the streets. We got family and friends still in the streets. Hey, listen, I know what you're trying to do, right? So many from Atlanta done told. So many from Atlanta done told. What y'all trying to do is be the faces of hip-hop again. Be the faces of rap again. Gunna, Thug, everybody squashing the beef. Y'all make a collab tape, or y'all back doing features or doing videos and sticking together. And basically saying streets. So be like, damn, how they from the streets and they snitching? How they from the streets and they making snitching cool or feel like snitching cool? Cause it's the streets. My homie them read it. Yeah, they read it. The streets is dead. So we can rat. It's cool with ratting. No. Stop that. We ain't going for that. Y'all playing, listen, y'all playing in the street face. Y'all playing in y'all fans' faces. Y'all playing. No, stop that. We ain't going for that. Y'all playing, listen, y'all playing in the street face. Y'all playing in y'all fans' faces. Y'all playing. You know why? All this is for album sales. These publicity stunts. Gonna go right back to rapping about everything in the streets. Gonna keep linking with streets, keep being around streets. The streets would never die. The streets would never die. It's you with all the telling and disloyal doing. I could say this. If the streets up in Chicago for all the backdoor disloyal, the streets in Atlanta for all the snitch. A said, yeah, he snitched one time and we swept it under the rug. How many more niggas out there snitching? And they snitch allegations and swept under the rug. Come on, bro.
Now, towards the end, you see him state that this is just publicity stunts. And why? Because they're gonna go right back to making music and they're gonna be rapping about the same streets that they're saying F. Then on top of that, 21 Savage did just put out an album, so it is an interesting time where we see now he's been going viral but trying to squash beef and problems with people in Atlanta. Or maybe it's just a coincidence. Now, after Zay said what he said, he would retract his statements because he says that he had a conversation with 21 Savage and now he understands what he's trying to do. He reposted a video of 21 Savage explaining what he meant by it, and he said, quote, "I respect what he's saying after our convo. Hashtag save the streets, the movement." Here's what 21 had to say.
What's up, baby boy?
Man, I'm confused.
What?
The street. I'm with.
I ain't supposed to say it like that.
You shouldn't.
I supposed to say save the streets.
Yes.
We gotta save the streets.
Yeah.
We gotta get all the bush, all the crazy killer shit, and put the love and the hustle back in.
Yeah. But come to the street. That is what that come to the street. But you just saying we ain't pushing that.
Yeah, we ain't pushing it. We trying to stop it. We can't save everybody, but you know.
Yeah. But
I ain't save everybody.
I ain't moving no gold posters and saying all rats, y'all, we forgive y'all and we fuck with y'all and
Nah. We ain't saying that. We hold accountable and then we letting them go on with their life. Like, what you mean? I ain't say that. I said that.
That's what it looking like.
For real?
Yeah.
What big at? We gotta get big in here.
Big said, "Oh, no, what y'all?" So I said, "I ain't on that." Save the street, man.
Yeah, we gotta save the streets, bro. For real. Been through too much, for real.
Nah,
That shit
right.
we have seen too much.
Facts. Nah, you always right about that. I
We
just
need to
feel
leave
like
that alone.
goddamn. No, everybody ain't gonna understand everything, but shit.
They gonna see our actions though, cause actions speak louder than words.
Now, honestly, I think being that he faced a little backlash about saying F the streets, he decided to change his tone and say that he meant save the streets. I don't think that's what he really wanted to say, man. And where I come from, you say what you mean and you mean what you say. I think he meant to say F the streets, but after facing backlash for it, because like Boosie said, stop rapping about the streets if you're gonna say F it, 21 figured he'd just switch it up. But me personally, I think he said exactly what he meant to say. Now y'all know Atlanta's own Ralo had something to say about this, as he took to his Instagram with something to say in regards to the F the streets movement. He posted a video and captioned it saying, quote, "How could a broke man get mad at some rich for saying F the streets? That's diabolical."
How the hell can another get mad at another saying F the streets? Half of y'all ain't even succeeded in the streets. Well, I ain't gonna say half, but most of these ain't even succeeded in the streets. Ain't stepped on there, ain't put nothing down. But saying, oh, them saying that. Listen, dog, I know for a fact, me, myself, I ran up 10 million out these streets. Facts, not opinions. So if I want to say F the streets, I can say F the streets. And I have benefited from the streets on the highest level. 1 house, 2 house, 3 apartments, plaza. After I lost 18 million. So can't no tell me what I can say. And I'm 100% with the streets movement. This is from Ralo Terrell Davis, and I sponsor that.
Then in another post, he posted another video and captioned it saying, quote, "I was born in a liquor house. My mama taught me how to sell dollar shots so that she could buy me and my sister some shoes. I'll never forget that. In fact, I'm buying damn near every house on the street so that I can help the streets. Next year, I'll be responsible for hundreds of families, affordable living vouchers, and group homes for kids. The streets could vouch for me. I am the streets of the west side of Atlanta, but I'm fully against what we had to go through. I dedicate my entire life to changing those conditions. Assalamu alaikum.
Boy, I'm gonna need you to send this to them, cause maybe I'm confused. I thought that we hustled in the streets just so we can get out the streets. Ain't nowhere in the hell we getting out of jail just to go back to jail. That's the dumbest in the world. I don't give a damn how much you love the streets, crazy man. It is not a human being that will never love you back, fool. How the hell a sidewalk gonna say something about a real certified street here? I done been talked about by many. They done said everything they want to say. But I ain't been beat by none. So go ahead and say all that other sucker that you want to say about me. Tell your friends, I don't care. But we know, just because you done rolled in the Dodge and you got a pretty gun and all that shit, don't mean you're a certified street. I don't even listen to that ain't got no bodies on their belt. So don't let this soup fool.
Now here's the thing, y'all. I think Ralo's message was a good one because, as he said, he's a person that was actually in the streets and made it out. And it's always people who was never in the streets talking about what people who were actually in them should be doing. However, I think Ralo didn't understand what was being said. The thing is, if you're going to say F the streets, then you can't say F it, but still market that image. If you're going to say F the streets, then it should be one way. Rap about something else or market a different image because it's misleading. The same reason why people was mad at Jeezy, because he told the world to trap or die. Made a whole career out of talking about drug dealing and sold the image. And some people who follow his lead are literally in jail because they were actually living that life trying to trap or die. So yes, the objective is to get in the streets and get out, but some people take it personal because they're still there. Well, some of them just ain't here no more. Now let's get into what Chicago's OG Bum J had to say. Y'all check this out.
The internet, and I seen a motherfucker put "Streets Been Good to Me," like one of my old songs, "Streets Been Good to Me," up on that. I like it. I'm getting some more context. I mean, now mind you, I reposted what Swerve said, because streets been dead. Let's have a talk. What is the streets? That's first of all. What's our definition? Because ain't talking about the people on the bottom, or the blacks, or, you know, the motherfuckers in the trenches, the poor people. But what's the streets? The idea of the street. Most you right around and listen to that Ghana on my life. And if that slid on y'all and tried to give y'all some money, y'all be his best friend and depend on him. Most you ain't got no backbone, man. No, really. You know, I seen somebody say they did 10 years, they love the street. I did 10 years too. And matter of fact, in the feds, I might, look, mind your business. I bust your head for not minding your business. You want to ask. They're snitching. He from Alabama somewhere. What, mind your business? You seen this paperwork? Who cares? Don't talk to that. Stay away from him. Why you so invested? My thing is this, right? Any real member gonna tell his son, go be a doctor, son. Go be you don't want to be nothing like me. We get in this, get out this, you hear me? The idea is get money. Well, the streets been there with that. Never ending circle. Everybody do what you can to find something else to do. Everybody's poor. My cousin doing 80 years. Remember? All he talk about when he called me, the streets dead. He can't wait to get home. So all you want to go to jail or love jail so much, go trade places with him. I ain't know it was about no rats, but ain't no lesser evil than me either. Animals, I don't like none of you more. Snakes, rats, you greedy pigs. Not the police. So I'm gonna go back in my little hood. But man, we need to love each other more, folks. Stop letting divide them from a sentence.
Now, a younger artist by the name of Sugar Hill D-Dot from New York has something to say. I found it interesting because he's actually considered a drill rapper, And he too said F the streets and explained why. He would state, quote, I don't care what nobody say. I say F the streets from my behalf, from what I done been through in this ish. Nights I couldn't sleep, real trauma from losing real friends. Brothers going back and forth to jail, standing outside trying to find any way to make $1. I'm only 17 and telling you F this ish. You got N-words in their 30s, still promoting the streets. This ish whack. I done lost so much ish and been through too much ish to stand here and not say F the streets. Some people don't know how that ish feel, so for the ones talking ish, shut the F up. I remember when I first met 21 Savage, before all this, and I was telling him my situations and telling him my addiction with lean at the time, and he told me personally, stop drinking that ish and start distancing myself from the effing streets. Mind y'all, he told me this when I was 13, when I just lost my brother. So there you have it, y'all. Now that you've seen what all these guys had to say pertaining to F the streets and that whole movement, y'all let me know what y'all think about it. How do you feel about these rappers saying F the streets? And do you agree with it or disagree? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. I'm out.